Here from Eightcap. So we're looking at the US30 on the daily chart. So this is after last night's CPI data. So we did have a rally yesterday, but it did come off at highs. We're going to talk about the price pattern that we are looking at in front of us shortly. So I think with the CPI, it was not really. There wasn't too much of a surprise there. Well, there was a surprise in some of the data that came through, but I don't think the market took it as much of a surprise. We didn't see any real major moves after we did see a CPI year-on-year increase above what was expected, and the core increased above what was expected. It wasn't like a massive increase, so the market didn't react, overly savage towards that release. So we can see here that we had a bit of a pullback, and after testing these highs, this is the current point of record. The S&P had a very clean session, and the Nasdaq was a little bit off yesterday. We were going to do a video on the Nasdaq, but we thought we'd just concentrate on the US30 as it does look closer to hitting new records like the S&P at the moment than the Nasdaq currently. So short term at the moment, we have a range in play here, and we can see support down in this level here marked by the green rectangle. We have resistance at this level here marked by that red rectangle. So that resistance point is really around that 39 160 area, and the key support is down around that 38 540 area. So what we want to see is if price is going to continue to trade inside those areas, we can see a bit of a trend line. I put that trend line in. It doesn't really have much significance at the moment. We do have a couple points that have met it, which does validate it, but we want to see a little bit more action first. So what we're really wondering is if we're going to see a short-term decline. Ignore that trend line. We just want to see a move down, a higher low, above this point here. So it's a higher low, preferably inside the moving averages around there. And then a new push higher that comes back very quickly to test this resistance, break it, and make new highs, new record highs that is, and then continue to push higher, maintaining this trend. Now, if we do see a move come back in, and then we see a new rally and another fail, and we move back down to test this support, I think that sort of does lock in the idea that we have a range in play, and we may see a consolidation for a period of time. And we wanted to see buyers continue to pick up support each time price comes back down to this level, if it does come back down to that level, and sellers get quickly snapped. What we don't really want to see is sellers punch through this support, even appears putting in a new monthly low and yearly low. That would be a touch of a worry as long as it's sucked back up pretty quick. If we do see a close below those prices, or a move back up and then a new move down below, that's possibly a bit of a worry in terms of buyer momentum. It could be setting up or giving us a sign that we're going to potentially see a deeper pullback that could, is still eventuate into a higher low that moves back up. But on the very short term, we really are wondering if we do have a range here, and if we will see consolidation, or if we will see a new short higher low, which then moves down to test these moving averages, and then followed up by a new move higher, which tests this resistance and breaks it and gets that trend back underway with new records. So they're primarily what we are watching, and that's what I'm thinking. So we'll continue to watch it for a couple of days. If we do have that move down, a higher low, and then a breakout of highs, that could be an opportunity to get long again. If we do have a move down that breaks this area, while you may be tempted to take a sell, be a little bit careful, as if it could be a false breakout below. We've seen a couple of them previously, and it could just suck sellers in and then just grind them out with a move back into the range. You want to see a move through, a new move down, maybe a new rally, a fail with a lower high, and then a new break of those lows, just to really show that the sellers are in control. But on the short term, let's see if this range does continue, and let's see if buyers can continue to have a go at testing this resistance once again and breaking it and putting in some new records for the year. So there's a few thoughts on the US30 from us at the moment. So if you have any comments, or if there's anything you disagree with or would like to add that you feel I may have missed, feel free to drop us a comment. Otherwise, if there's any comments you'd like to make about the US30, feel free to drop us a comment as well. Otherwise, we wish you all the best with the day, and have a fantastic week. And until the next update, thanks, good trading, and bye for now.